Hi, it's Rob Chambers. I'm here at Connected Britain. I'm with James Warner of FullFibre. Hello, James.
Hi, nice to see you.
Good to see you too. At this moment, should service providers be looking to add additional networks into their supply chain?
Absolutely. So we see the opportunity in the UK market at the moment where there's a lot of alternative networks being built. There's an opportunity to disrupt the incumbent network of Openreach clearly, and so the smaller CPs now have a case to go out and try and take some of the network share away from the big five. So for us, it's about giving them the opportunity to sell something a bit different, something that adds a lot of value to the end consumer, and give them a differentiated proposition to the traditional larger ISPs.
Fantastic, that sounds good. There's obviously lots of challenges for service providers out there. One of them is cost of acquisition. Where do you come in on that picture at the moment? Do you think the cost of acquisition is going to vary when there's more infrastructure competition in the market?
Truthfully, I think not many ISPs really understand what their cost of acquisition is. I think there's a lot of them out there who are struggling to get to grips with the overall end-to-end cost of acquisition piece, and so there's a lot of support needed to try and help them achieve that customer acquisition piece, and that's where FullFibre tries to put a lot of energy and effort into helping those smaller CPs to combat the significant budget and brand presence that exists for the larger CPs at the moment. So yes, I think cost of acquisition is a challenge. I think it's something that needs to be looked at in more detail for every CP, and that's something that we try and support all of the smaller ones in getting over.
Okay, so that's in terms of acquisition. What about the cost of the actual service itself? What can you do to actually help them bolster their margins in terms of bringing on new fibre networks?
Well, I hate to say it, but cost of living is a thing, obviously. Everyone's talking about it. We all need to be aware of that. So introducing social tariffs is something that we as a wholesale operator are looking to do to support the CPs in getting that piece out there for those areas of the community that need this service but don't necessarily have the available funds to do it. And then in terms of bolstering margins for the CP, from our point of view, we need to try and make sure that we deliver a very simple, easy to consume product for them. So the cost of managing that particular product is very low, and therefore it's a seamless transition for them to deliver it out to the end consumer.
Okay, great, that's good. We are still seeing a wave of smaller service providers and altnets coming into the market, despite the talk of consolidation. How can you actually help them drive customer acquisition faster? How can you help them compete against the big national boys?
Education, awareness. Those are the two things that we try and concentrate on. Not everyone understands or knows that the service is available, and so getting that message out there is the real challenge for us as a wholesale network operator and for those smaller CPs. So when someone drops a leaflet or someone comes and knocks on the door, or you try and see their advertising online, they don't necessarily have an association to that brand. So the real challenge is how do we help them get that brand presence and that awareness into those end consumers? And that is a challenge in our industry when you've got significant budgets and you've got a 5-player market out there at the moment that has over 90% of those end consumers that everyone is aware of, and then you've got a long tail of the smaller CPs. So for us, it's about helping to get their name and their understanding to those end consumers that these other options exist and these other suppliers can do a better job than they're traditionally used to.
Fantastic. That's a really nice message to end on, isn't it? Thanks for your time.
Thank you.